Hey guys, so today I want to talk about nutrition for management consultants. And the first question I have for you today is, what if the key to losing 20 to 30 pounds of fat while improving your energy, focus, and productivity as a management consultant is all about optimizing your nutrition in a sustainable and enjoyable way? It's not about relying on extreme diets. It's not about drinking 10 coffees a day to compensate your lack of sleep. Or it's not about taking crazy medication to also compensate your lack of sleep or your bad nutrition. You see, you guys, as management consultants, you are used to working very long hours, traveling quite a lot, in most cases managing high pressure situations, and because of these reasons you always have to be at your best. You are always at your peak performance in your career. But when it comes to your health, especially weight loss and nutrition, because in fact on average management consultants end up gaining almost 10 to 20 pounds of fat within their first 1 year in the job. And you probably don't really put much focus or attention into this problem, and you might be worried, but since you don't know what to do, you just let it go. You might even believe that staying fit and losing weight requires a lot of time and dedication that you simply don't have. But that's not true, guys. That's not true at all. So the approach to nutrition is actually much more simpler than what you think, and it can really help you in many ways, not only in terms of losing that extra fat that you have, but also support you in your energy and performance, because in the end you are what you eat. So if you eat right, you'll perform much better overall, feel much better overall. It's the key for a good life in essence, and it doesn't really demand any drastic lifestyle changes or extreme diets. So yeah, guys, by the end of today's video, you will really understand the critical role that nutrition plays, not only helping you lose that extra weight, but also improve your life personally and professionally. So you'll most likely perform much better as a consultant if you fix your nutrition. Okay, and yeah, this is a short video. It's not doesn't go into much details. If you are interested to learn and get your nutrition exactly on point for your own needs and goals, I can personally help you with that. So you can book a call with me. But today we are just going over some high level tips that can really change your life. Number one, so guys, why is nutrition critical for management consultants? Again, because of the nature of your work, health has to be on point to really leverage your situation. Okay, guys, you need to maximize every detail of your life to ensure that your professional life is going well and you can progress and be successful in the long term. So in most of the cases, you guys rely a lot on caffeine or energy drinks, especially to start the day. You guys probably order a lot of food throughout the day. You probably end up eating in restaurants quite often. You probably drink a lot, especially in work events. And all of this is fine, but you need to find a balance and strategies that can help you keep your health on check, even though you are doing all of these things. Otherwise, if you don't do anything about it, especially when you are young, in your 20s or 30s, the long-term effects are really bad. So some of the main impacts as a management consultant: firstly, weight gain. Again, many consultants gain 10 to 15 pounds of fat in their first year. This is really bad. You'll look fat overall. Second, you'll lose energy. You'll just have more energy crashes. You'll probably sleep worse, and yeah, your energy levels are not on point. Thirdly, and probably the most important one, chronic health diseases. You might have long-term effects like diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, which for now you might not feel anything, but in the future these things can happen. Fourth, and for me, this is it used to happen a lot to me when I didn't care about nutrition, is the mental fog. So when you rely on quick fixes like caffeine or just bullshit snacks or sugary food, you'll have this mental fog, which is terrible. You probably don't even know what it's like to have a clear mind like I have right now, which definitely helps in your thinking and just perform better. Okay, guys, so this is not just about your physical health, but also your professional performance. And that's something that I want to highlight because I know that you guys, as management consultants, really prioritize your work. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in this kind of job. Okay. So, second, the biggest misconceptions about nutrition for consultants. So, I wrote down some of the things that I believe that most consultants think it's true from my own personal experience and from the people I've talked with that are in this kind of job. So I want to, basically go over some of these common traps and misconceptions, and I want to clear them up. Number one, nutrition takes too much time. So, I think the title is pretty self-explanatory, but you probably think that to have a right nutrition, your diet, your nutrition requires a lot of preparation, spending hours in the kitchen, always eating chicken or fish and rice and potatoes and vegetables. Okay, that's not really true. Nutrition can be super efficient, super practical, just like your work, okay, which is probably very efficient. With the right plan and following some key guidelines and principles, you can really change your body and your life for good and for much better, without really sacrificing your productivity. That's number one. Number two, you probably think that extreme diets are necessary to lose weight, and you've probably went through one of these extreme diets. Maybe you had a vacation scheduled and you wanted to lose 5 or 10 pounds in a few weeks, and you went for a crazy diet. You might be not eating for a full day or just eating 500 calories a day. This is absolutely terrible for you guys. You should not try to go for these drastic changes, like cutting completely carbs or following just crazy diets. It has to be something that is not only sustainable but enjoyable for you. If it's not neither of these things, you will not stick to it. You will hate your life. You'll create a really bad relationship with food. So don't do this, guys. This is terrible. Number three, it's impossible to stay healthy while traveling. Again, another really bad misconception. Very important for the nature of your work, because you guys travel a lot. You think that, I'm traveling, so I should not do anything about my nutrition because I literally have no control of my nutrition, especially when I'm traveling. But this is completely false. You can do a lot of good things when you travel. For example, for the past 3 months, I'm recording this during summer, I've done quite a lot of traveling and I stayed in shape. I actually lost fat while traveling. So it's not impossible. It's really easy. And let me tell you this, I ate in row. It's possible. You just need to learn these new little tricks that can really change everything for you guys. Now, the key nutrition habits for consultants. So now that we've covered some of the misconceptions, we covered 3 of them. Of course, there are many more. These are the 3 that probably are the most common ones. I want to talk about some of the core nutrition habits that will really help you lose 20 to 30 pounds. Again, these are some of the most important habits. I'm not covering all of them, and I'm just going very high level because I want the video to be concise and short. Number 1, focus on nutrition density over calories. Calories are extremely important, but you as a consultant, it's very difficult to measure all the calories, all the macros that you're eating on a day-to-day. Of course, the title is a bit, I'm not going to say false, but I should explain it. So calories are extremely important. Might be even more important than the actual quality of the food. I think they are both equally important, actually. But in your job, you don't really have the time, or you're not wasting time counting calories. So you need to prioritize foods that are nutrition dense and that are whole, non-processed foods, because this will naturally make you eat less calories. So it's an indirect consequence. So try to prioritize these kind of foods. Avoid snacks that are super processed, sugary. As a key tip, try to build your meals around lean proteins, vegetables. These two are essentials that should be in your day every day. Healthy fats. Okay, so this is tip number 1. And of course, first you should learn about calories and macros. I'm gonna explain this in the next video, but yeah, tip number 1 is focus on the quality of the food. Okay. Number 2, control portion sizes and avoid overeating. This is a bit obvious, but when you are stressed or working long hours, it's very, very easy to overeat. You are stressed, you are probably not even really paying attention to what you're eating. You probably go to the vending machine, pick up some Kit Kat bars or any chocolate. So here you should really focus on the portion control to prevent this unnecessary calorie intake. You need to understand that most of the times you are not even hungry, you are just stressed and you are craving some dopamine to cope with this stress. So you need to gain control over what you eat. You need to be strong. In the beginning it's difficult, but then it gets easier over time, guys. And I'm not saying you should not snack at all. Of course you should, but try to make smart choices, not only in the quality of the food you eat, but the frequency. You should not be snacking every day like crazy amounts of chocolate and chips and whatever. Some of the practical tips, of course, some of them are not super convenient, but using smaller plates is a big one. Avoiding it in front of screens, that's difficult for you guys, but if you can, these are I really like is fasting in the morning. It's actually one of my main protocols. So if you'd work with me, I would explain exactly how this works, but fasting is one of my favorite tools for your nutrition. Number 3, prioritize consistency over perfection. Here is very simple. You don't need to have a perfect diet or follow all the principles every day. Some days will be much more difficult than others. Some days will be impossible to follow any of the principles, but what matters is really the consistency. You need to have a simple plan that really suits your lifestyle, your taste, and yeah, if you have to repeat meals almost every day, that's fine, guys. You don't need a whole lot of variety. Of course, you should be hitting all your macros and micronutrients, but you can repeat a lot of your dishes if it's more convenient. Stay hydrated. This is cliche, but super important. You should drink water every day. Your organism needs water. 70% of your organism is actually water. All your organs need water pretty much, and this helps concentration, headaches. And the key tip here is to drink water regularly throughout the day. It depends on the person, the amount you should be drinking, but usually aim for 2 to 3 liters. Me personally, I love to drink almost a liter of water as soon as I wake up, at least half a liter to 1 liter. This way I'm hydrated since I wake up. And number 5, be prepared for busy days. Well, this is also not super realistic in some cases, but you, as the nature of your job, you'll work really long hours with unpredictable schedules. So try to be prepared if you know you will have a crazy day. Maybe bring some snacks or bring food to the office. Yeah, just be prepared as best as you can. Okay. Now, I think this is the last chapter. Yeah. So how to make nutrition fit into your busy schedule. Okay, so now I want to go over some tips. How can you optimize your nutrition without really spending hours in the kitchen or tracking every meal? Number 1, you first need to learn the basics, the fundamentals. What are calories? What are macros? How fat loss works, okay? Before trying to pick a plan or before going crazy on diets, you first need to learn the basics so you know what you are doing. If you do this in consulting, before you deep diving into a problem, you learn everything about it, okay? You need to understand all the little details so you know what you are going for, okay? But in general, fat loss occurs when you consume fewer calories than your body burns. This is what's called a caloric deficit. So that's the number 1 tip. Learn about the basics. And of course, if you work with me, I will teach you everything about this. Number 2, meal prep for efficiency. This cannot apply to everyone, or simply you don't want to meal prep. Me personally, I hate meal prepping, so I don't do this, but because I'm more advanced in the knowledge, so I have more flexibility, let's say. But maybe if you are in the beginning, you can try to meal prep a few days, not every day of the week maybe, but a few days. You can set aside one day of the week to prepare some meals. Choose simple, versatile ingredients. This is a very good tip. Number three, flexible eating for non-meal preppers. This is more of my case. So if you don't enjoy meal prepping, you can still make healthy eating work for you. Delivery to the office, eating at restaurants, or grabbing food at the hotel. You can lose weight and improve your nutrition if you learn to identify the best food options in any of these alternatives. So if you learn about the fundamentals that I explained here, ordering food becomes so much easier. But overall, try to aim for lean proteins, vegetables, avoid fried stuff, of course. Try to skip breakfast. Me personally, I fast in the morning, so I skip breakfast, which is really good. So yeah, since these are some of the principles. Number 4, streamline your grocery shopping. When you go grocery shopping, if you go, I know some consultants don't even go shopping at all, but avoid buying bullshit stuff. Go straight, come with a plan to the grocery. Write down everything that you need and go straight to it, and avoid going for bullshit snacks or treats, okay? Number 5, use technology to track progress. Nowadays, there are plenty of apps. I personally love MyFitnessPal. This helps you to monitor your food intake, track your hydration, and helps you to keep more accountable without really putting extra work. So make use of these tools. And finally, have emergency snacks ready. Again, your life is very unpredictable, so if you are stuck in between meetings or traveling or working late without access to healthy food options, try to have always healthy snacks with you if possible. Protein bars, fruit, Greek yogurt. I really love this one. Cottage cheese. Yeah, these are some of the options. So yeah, guys, we are almost at 20 minutes. Final thoughts. Optimizing your nutrition is not about sacrificing your career or your favorite foods. Okay, guys. In fact, it's about improving your ability to perform at your best while maximizing your health in an enjoyable way, and improving your confidence, how you feel. And this way you can easily lose up to 30 pounds within a few months. You can really improve your energy levels, your stress as well, and you'll just feel better. So yeah, start with small, consistent changes, and you'll see a lot of success in this regard. So my key takeaway, or my main action for you guys today is to choose one simple nutrition plan, simple nutrition habit or principle or guideline that you'll try to implement from this week onwards, okay? Whether it means prepping your meals, try fasting, drinking 3 liters of water every day. So yeah, start with these small changes and overall try to implement more changes along the weeks. So yeah, guys, if you want to work with me, once again, book a call. I'm really happy to take on management consultants. I've worked with quite a few now, and I've really helped change many lives so far. So let's keep in touch, guys. See you.